wish I were an Oscar Mayer wiener. That is what I truly like to be. 'Cause if I were an Oscar Mayer wiener, everyone would be in love with me. Woo!
Well done. Hey everybody, it's social media producer Tom Barnes of the WGN Morning News. The Chicago scene in Norwood Park. Why? That's why. You don't get to live a dream. Oh. Yeah, that's the Wienermobile rolling up here in Norwood Park. And these are my friends Katie and Zach, who happen to be hot doggers, right?
That's right.
So why don't you give your hot dogger appropriate name to drive the Wienermobile? It was
Zach and Cheese?
Yeah, that's right.
And Ketchup Katie.
So what are you guys doing rolling around in Chicago and what looks like it's about to be a snowstorm? What's going on?
So as Oscar Mayer hot doggers, we travel the country on a coast-to-coast weenie roast, bringing smiles to every community we visit. And this week we just so happen to be in Chicago.
And this is kind of a homecoming of sorts because Oscar Mayer is a Chicago thing. This has been going on since what, like the 1930s? Is that right?
That's correct. So the Wienermobile has been around since 1936, and like you said, it started in Chicago. But not only is it a homecoming for Chicago, but for a Woodstock native and Ketchup Katie herself here.
Oh, well,
Very
welcome
true.
home.
Thank you.
So let's just walk around a little bit. We'll go nice and slow. But I just wanted to ask you guys, how do you become a person? So the driver of the Wienermobile is a hot dogger, right?
That's correct, yeah.
So how does that happen? Walk me through the process as we walk around this thing and take a look.
So to become an Oscar Mayer hot dogger, Oscar Mayer hires 12 recent college grads who have an appetite for adventure every year. And we actually just opened up applications until January 31st. So if you are a recent college grad interested in the position of a lifetime, you got to apply online.
That's it. Just apply online. Is there like what kind of things do they ask you guys as far as like, do you love hot dogs? What's your favorite? Do you put ketchup on it? Because in Chicago, there's no ketchup on hot dogs, right?
I know, and my name's Ketchup Katie.
I know. What's going on?
It's kind of scandalous.
Well, you know what we say? We say you can do no wrong when you start with an Oscar Mayer hot dog. So toppings don't matter that much.
Yeah.
So real quick, since we're in front of it, what is the Wienermobile made out of? Like, is it just a custom-made Wienermobile thing? Like, what's that like?
Oh yeah, the Wienermobile is 100% custom. You can only get them right here.
And it looks like they're right out of, what, Wisconsin? Is that just this particular one, or how's that work?
Yeah, so they're all based in Madison, Wisconsin, which is where the Wienermobile headquarters are. Oscar Mayer is now here under Kraft Heinz in Chicago, but the Wienermobile still sits happily in Madison.
So you guys have taken this thing all over the place. What's that like?
Yeah, so I mean, I think it's the adventure of a lifetime. No better road trip than a coast-to-coast weenie roast. I mean, you get to see so many great people. You get to make so many people smile, and you get to do so many cool things with media and content creations, and get to show everyone the entire country through the lens of a hot dog.
Yeah, and you guys, we've been here for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it is, and people have been coming up taking pictures. I would bet you're used to that. What do you guys hand out? Show me what you hand out to the fine folks that come up.
Absolutely. So of course, we have our iconic wiener whistles. We've been handing these out since 1952, and they're collector's items.
Okay.
Not
all right.
only that, but Zach and I also have our very own trading cards.
No
so if
kidding.
you see a Wienermobile, you have to collect their trading cards.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're
very
super
cool.
fun.
You know, since it's freezing out here, and this is kind of like I'm fangirling a little bit, do you think we can go for a little ride?
Absolutely. Come on in.
All right.
All right. I'll follow you. Oh, I can.
Now as we hop in, I'm going to be riding shotgun, and I'm going to be fastening my meat belt.
Gotta shut the door.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, you're
That was a
fine.
bad guest move there. So this is the inside of the Wienermobile. And it has heat. That's great.
Oh yeah.
Looks like it's got some sweet speakers back here. And I'm going to get seated before anybody yells at me for sitting up. So who gets to pick the music in the Wienermobile?
That's just sort of whoever's driving is what we do, I think. So if you're driving the Wienermobile, you get to choose what tunes we're listening to.
Oh yeah, you get to be the DJ.
All right, Ketchup Katie, what do we got going on? Let's see this thing.
You know, we've actually been listening to a lot of Chicago radio stations. Right now we got B96 on the air.
All
Because I
right.
was telling Zach, these are the stations that I grew up listening to, so.
So how do you go from Woodstock teen to applying online to becoming a Wienermobile driver, all within a span of a few years? How's that happen? Like, how does this even come about where you even knew to do this?
So I was lucky enough that they recruited at my university, the University of Missouri. So they came to my campus and I was like, oh my gosh, dream job. But Zach...
This is what keeps happening everywhere we go. You made that guy's day.
He loves
And mine
to
too.
whistle.
Yeah. So Zach, go ahead.
Yeah, so they did not come to my university. I graduated from the University of Alabama. But what was special about the job for me was my great-grandfather drove the Wienermobile in the 70s.
No kidding.
That's correct. And he worked for Oscar Mayer for about 25 years. And so it was kind of cool living on his legacy now, driving the Wienermobile for an entire year.
And this thing's fully, you know, it's got embroidered seats here. I just want to show it off a little bit as we're in here.
Of course, we have 6 ketchup and mustard colored seats. We have blue skies because it's always blue skies in the Wienermobile no matter what it's like outside. We have ketchup and mustard floors.
Sure do.
Yeah, of course, yeah. We got a little messy with our condiments there.
What's going on with the dog back there?
Yeah, so the dog is sort of a special edition that the hot doggers have started. We all kind of have bought them for Halloween and things like that, and the tradition just kind of continued on.
It's a mascot.
That's right.
Yeah.
And
Do you
then
randomly just beat horns at people walking by? Is that what that little song was?
Oh, yeah, we can play it.
We love to play the Wiener jingle.
So it's playing right now.
It's a little louder outside.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
External speakers.
So do you guys show up at like parades and things like that? When, you know, I know that it might be a little bit weird right now with the quarantine, but you guys generally are in, you do those kind of things, right?
Of course, that's what our bun roof is for. We hang out of that and we go to the safe speed limit while the other person drives, and we'll go to parades and we'll show off the Wienermobile from the bun roof.
So if people want to be what you guys are and drive, it's about a year commitment, you guys said, and tell me how that works and what people should do.
So if you go on the Oscar Mayer website, you'll see a big red banner that says applicants wanted, hot doggers wanted, and all you need is a college degree, a driver's license, and as we've said, an appetite for adventure.
What's the craziest thing you guys have seen, or the most fun thing you've seen doing this so far? Zach, go ahead.
I think the funnest thing for me is, I mean, other than getting engaged on the road,
Getting engaged on the road's pretty big.
Yeah, it's pretty big. But the other thing is, me and my last partner, Mustard Mags, were able to get on a walk of fame with Bill Gates and Warren Buffett of people who have stepped foot in a certain store in Omaha, Nebraska. So
That's pretty incredible.
Cool. Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Can you top that, Katie?
I don't know if I can top that, but my favorite memory so far on the road was when we were in Pikes Peak, Colorado, and I got to be the pace car at a racetrack in Pikes Peak. So I got to drive around the racetrack with all the cars following me.
How fast can you get this thing to go when you're doing something like that?
Oh, she can haul buns, but as the pace car, we were only going about 35.
All right, so people go to the website, they fill out the application, and that's how they can become a hot dogger in the Wienermobile, all right?
That's right.
All right, guys, thanks a lot. I appreciate you showing me around, and I'm going to hop out here just because you're probably tired of me. But I appreciate it. Where can people find you guys on social media?
You can follow us on our Instagrams. Mine is Catching Up with Katie.
And mine's Zach and Cheesin'.
And what about for the Wienermobile? Is there one for the Wienermobile or Oscar Mayer? What do you want people to know?
Yeah, you can follow Oscar Mayer on Instagram, Twitter, and you can follow Wienermobile on Twitter.
Perfect. Thanks a lot, guys. Where are you off to next after your Chicago stop?
We'll be in Indianapolis, so make sure you catch up with us.
All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.
Well, there you have it. That's how you can become a hot dogger in the Wienermobile. TBARNAS at WGNTV.com. That's TBarnes at WGNTV.com. If you have a suggestion for the Chicago scene, I don't know if I can top this one. It's the Wienermobile here in Norwood Park. Check off the bucket list. I'll see you guys later.